information, inflectional morpheme or affixes in English do not alter the classification of the word to which they are attached, nor do they produce new dictionary entries such as the word jump to jumping. Even though the affixes ing have been attached to the word, their meaning remains the same. Meanwhile, a derivational morpheme produces a new Lazim for a base according to Halawa, Raflis and Reni 2017. To make it simple, the word will change the part of speech, such as the verb propose changes to noun, which is proposal, when the affixes al are attached to it. That's one of the examples for derivational morpheme that I can give you. Moreover, Malay morphological system has a great difference in the morphological structure between Malay and English based on a study. Since Kelantan dialect is considered under the context of Malay language, my group members will explain and highlighted on the contrastive part in this video.
So, in this part, I'll show you the contrastive morphology between Kelantanese dialect and in English language. Firstly, in derivational affixes, when verb word combined with suffix, the type of speech for final word will be noun word. For example, kelate, make, ne, and in English, engage, men. This rule is applied to both languages. Another derivation affixes found in Kelantanese dialect is when prefix combined with any noun word. The latter result will be in an adjective word. For example, berai. This rule, however, cannot be implied in English. Instead, the type of speech for final word will be noun instead of adjective. For instance, antidepressant. Now, let's move on to the inflectional affixes. For the superlative suffixes, Kelantanese dialect add word lajok to show the degree. For instance, besar lajok, tinggi lajok. In contrast, English added est as their superlative suffix. For example, biggest, tallest. That's all from me. Now, I'll let my group mates to present another subtopic.
Based on the diagrams that were previously presented, it is without a doubt very clear that both Kelantanese dialect and English language has made an impact on ESL learners in interpreting, or in other words, digesting the entire information. One of the impacts of contrastive features towards ESL learners is that they improve their understanding towards both Kelantanese dialect and English language to new heights in assuring that morphological laws are followed. In other words, Kelantanese dialect poses no difficulties for ESL learners to understand it, although it will take some time for them to fully memorize and grasp the concept of the content as well as the elements that it possesses. And also, it can be very confusing for first-timers to understand both input simultaneously.
Furthermore, another effect of the constructive trait is that as Kelantanese dialect is nearly distinctly different language compared to Malay, one might consider themselves to be able to speak in 3 languages if they master Kelantanese dialect, English, and Malay. Kelantanese, as noted in 1.4, seldom utilize inflectional or derivational affixes in their everyday language. People commonly highlight some words by adding a comparable letter to the beginning of the term. This trait is not found in English word, which distinguishes it from other dialect and language. As a result, persons who can communicate in Kelantanese dialect rather than English or Malay are more inclined to grasp a new language. Even in public and official situations, Kelantanese dialect is employed as a means of communication. The Kelantanese systematic approach to their dialect is exemplified by the word kecek luar, which means speaking on outside tongue, which they frequently use to refer to the act of speaking the standard variety. To add on, affixes are difficult to discern in everyday Kelantanese dialect words. Nonetheless, certain examples such as the superlative suffix, which characterizes items in their superlative position and gives the impression that Kelantanese people exaggerate the terms, may still be discovered. This may be observed in the words tinggi lajok, which means the tallest, and besar lajok, which the definition the largest as seen in figures 4 and 5. So that's all from me. Thank you.